But if they have the capital and have the ability to purchase, over the longer term it will be less expensive for them. They'll get the, obviously, capital gain on the property. They'll be paying themselves through paying down their mortgage. And that would be the way I would broadly tell business owners to go.
Hey everyone, it's Lawrence Mack from Remax Realtron here with Cam Forbes, General Manager of Remax Realtron. And I want to talk to you today about buying or leasing a commercial property. So Cam Forbes is the General Manager of Remax Realtron. He's got a vast amount of experience, more than 25 years. He's a CMA, a CPA, got an MBA. He's been a broker for many, many years. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. Great to be here.
Excellent, Cam. So Cam, I've had someone ask me, who's a small business owner, who's wondering, when they're getting a place, is it better for them to lease the place or to buy the place if it's a commercial property?
Great question, yeah, and an important one for a business owner. So there's, like everything else, there's pros and cons, right? And you almost need to have just a little chart to kind of go through the pros and cons. But broadly speaking, first off, if a business owner is looking to have the least expensive way to go, owning is less expensive. So broadly speaking, over the long term, it's better to own rather than lease. Now, having said that, a lot of businesses need both flexibility in terms of location and also the capital, the dollars invested. So not every small business owner can afford to buy a property, so they have to lease. So that's the first thing. Or they want to employ their capital in different things, equipment or inventory, that sort of thing. But if they have the capital and have the ability to purchase, over the longer term it will be less expensive for them. They'll get the, obviously, capital gain on the property. They'll be paying themselves through paying down their mortgage. And that would be the way I would broadly tell business owners to go, would be to buy generally. And then if you have capital that you can't invest in buying, to look at leasing options in the marketplace.
I see.
Yeah.
So I guess one of the main problems then in terms of a small business owner who wants to buy versus lease is that in terms of financing, it's a lot more difficult because you have a larger down payment you need to put down.
Yes.
And also, again, your money is tied up.
Yeah.
Interest rates are probably going to be higher.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I guess, can you talk about
that
in terms of
for
difficulty?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, there's different types of investments, but for a small business owner, generally speaking, we're not talking about multi-residential here. We're talking about office, retail,
office.
Exactly, industrial type of thing. So you can generally get financing loan to value, about 60% loan to value in the commercial space.
Right, which means 40% down payment.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
On
So
a $2 million, $1 million property, $400,000 cash down.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and that's the impediment exactly for small business owners. Good thing to have the objective, even though they're leasing, though, to put that money aside to actually buy. But yeah, so absolutely need the capital, 40% down. Secondly, interest rates are higher in the space. The greater the risk, so industrial property would have the highest financing related to it. Office, retail would have a lower interest rate. So if you're looking at residential mortgages right now, you're looking at about 3.6% for a 5-year fixed. Commercial would be about 100 basis points higher. So you're looking at about 4.6 mostly starting for commercial retail, and obviously the 60-40, putting down 40% down payment. So yeah.
So like everything else, I mean, if you want to buy or you lease, main thing is really talk to an expert, either CPA, realtor, that kind of thing, to try to figure out what makes sense for your business in terms of cash flow and appreciation and that kind of stuff. Because, for example, the $400,000 you put down would be pretty good in terms of marketing or sales or anything else to maybe build the business, which maybe you can make more money instead of just from the actual property.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways to do that. So I guess that's a summary of everything, of whether or not you should buy or lease. I'd like to thank Cam Forbes for joining me today. And if you have any questions, give me a call, 416-276-4895. Thank you, Cam.
Perfect. Thank you, Lawrence.
Excellent. Talk to you soon. Bye.